Hello and welcome to Insight. I'm Kusum Vijaytilaka. My guest today is Anuradha Vimalratna. He is the organizer for Colombo East of the SJB. Anuradha, thank you very much for being here with us on Insight. Appreciate it very much. So you're the Colombo East organizer for the Samagajana Balawege, which is the main opposition party in Sri Lanka. You were a member of the Colombo Municipal Council, I believe, for the UNP, 2011, and the Western Provincial Councillor from 2014 to 2019, also under the UNP.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to ask, I want you to give us an introduction of yourself in the political career, in the context of your political career, but I just want to also tinge it in the context of what's happened in the last 10 years or so in Sri Lankan politics from the second Mahinda Rajapaksa term. I was also a UNP voter at the time, I assume, since you were UNP as well, and how we shifted into this Yahapalanaya regime and how there was actual hope, there were a lot of promises made, and then how we've come full circle. Ranil Wickremesinghe is now the president with a very different party. So how can you give us your political career within that context?
First of all, thank you for having me, Kusum. It's a pleasure. I came to Sri Lanka after my university studies and then, doing a stint in Sydney. I came back in 2009 to Sri Lanka. Then the war had, just ended, and there was a huge hope in the country for people, and we really thought, something different will happen because I believe at that time, if Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa had done what he could have and not gone down that other road of nepotism and corruption and all that, I believe it would have been an actual turning point in this country, and we could have actually built it up. But that didn't unfortunately happen, and we started seeing lot of corruption, and things were not going the right way, and I think people started seeing it as well because of the massive deals that were happening, and backroom negotiations, and money being plundered or stolen from the country. So I think that actually opened up the way for the Yahapalanaya government because people actually wanted the change. And with the Yahapalanaya government, I think they gave a lot of promises. And to be really honest and to be fair to the Yahapalanaya government, I think even though they couldn't meet most of those promises, they actually started making some really good policy decisions. And I think if we had carried on with those policy decisions, we would have been in a much better place than we are right now. But unfortunately, we have to understand our market as well. Sri Lankans, as a race, we want things immediately. And they want, people are looking for a change from the system that has been there for 70 plus years overnight. And anybody would know that this is not the case. It will never happen that way. Right? Real change actually takes time. But for us to arrive at those changes, we need to make the right policy decisions and we have to stick with them. But since our people are that, what do you call it, instant noodles type people, so they just could not understand it, I think. So, and there were a lot of mistakes made as well, with the Yahapalanaya government, bond scam being one of them, and Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe going into clashes with the President Maithripala Sirisena. That was another issue. So with all those things, I think we saw a crash. And then, again, we came full circle and, Rajapaksas came back into power. And as soon as they came into power, they made some really, really bad policy decisions. And so
here we are
now.